And I want to watch this game entirely. We're doing this highlight here. I want to watch this one because I want to talk about Phoenix, man. I want to talk about the Suns. What up, y'all? I'm yours truly, the one and only. I go by the name of Pharaoh. We do this every night of the NBA season. Phoenix Suns hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves. So Phoenix miraculously, as bad as they've been playing, are still in contention. I didn't say playoff play in contention because I believe they're one and done. I don't see a world where they beat whomever is the 9th seed out west, right? If you look at the Western Conference, I just don't see a world where they're able to beat anybody that's ahead of them right now in a one-game format, let alone to do it twice to make the freaking playoffs, which surprisingly enough, I would actually like their chances in a playoff series against OKC, but maybe I'm wrong about that. It should be more respectful to KD's former team. His new team, it's not good. The Suns are not good. They're up 18-7 right now, but they're not good at all. Before I go further about Phoenix, I want to make sure you understand there's an opportunity to be a part of the family in a major way. If you want to support me, if you're enjoying this great highlight, I got to offer you an opportunity of a lifetime. Tap in with my sponsor, Underdog. Use the promo code Pharaoh. You make picks on the NBA, on NBA games or any sport. We're in NBA season, and you win money if you get your picks right. I wish it were more complicated than that. It's not. All right? Use my promo code Pharaoh, and I'm going to give you some additional money when you make your first deposit. Anyway, let's get into Phoenix. I want to talk about the Suns here. A lot of conversations going on with Phoenix. What does this team do? Last offseason, they went out and tried to add a guy like Tyrus Jones, who's got the basketball right now, Royce O'Neal, Grayson Allen, 3. By the way, Grayson's been a great add. He was there last year but got hurt at the end of the season, if you remember. Could have used him in the playoffs. They go out last offseason and go get Tyrus Jones. They try to bring in another big, and they got Yusuf down there. That didn't work out, obviously.
Showing no ill effects from that injury, but we heard Chris Finch talk about
this team, man.
We can find our spots.
Oh, they look good right now. Tyrus nails the buzzer beater. This team just didn't work out. I have my own beliefs.
Back to Jones.
The reality is the Suns probably need another makeover. And I know Bradley Beal's been playing some decent ball. You just saw him make the 3, but I mean, at what you're paying him, there are just so many guards. You know, there are so many guards that could get you 15 points a game. And the reality is they don't cost nowhere near $50 million a year. They don't have the injuries that Bradley Beal has. They're taller, longer, more athletic. It just don't make sense to pay that type of money for that production, right? Like, I just don't see value in it at that rate. And oh, look at that beautiful basketball from Phoenix right there, though. Remember, the T-Wolves are the team that eliminated the Suns last year. The Suns are going to have to make some changes, right? Like we heard from Sham Charania over the weekend that most likely Kevin Durant will be traded this offseason. You just don't try to shop a guy like that at the deadline who's legendary, right, and think it's going to go over well. He's going to find a team that he wants to go to this offseason, and most likely the Suns are going to acquiesce. Now, if it were me, I wouldn't give KD the moon and the Sun to acquiesce to the trade partner he wants. I would try to do the best for my team as he knocks down a couple of buckets here in the third. KD has not been the guy that the Suns thought he would be. And not about his play on the court, because he's been mostly healthy, had a couple of injuries, but nothing you don't expect of a guy who's in his mid-30s like KD is. I think this comes down to the same thing we've been talking about forever with this dude. 28 points per game is incredible, and it lands you as a first-ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen, for sure. Nobody's denying that. But at some point, the team needs a leader, and I don't know what KD's doing or not doing in his team group messages, right? But even by his own admission, he does not believe he needs to be a leader, and that clearly is hurting the team that he's on. You got back-to-back situations for KD, Nets and Suns. where they've had, I mean, incredible talent, big three talent, and they're barely making the playoffs here. The Nets had one legit opportunity, and because of Kyrie's injury, they were bounced by the Milwaukee Bucks in the second round of the playoffs. What was that, 4 or 5 years ago now? Right? Like, other than that, because Kevin Durant doesn't want to be leader, we've consistently seen
Alexander Walker with a steal on the back tap in transition.
We're not seeing
with the easy one and timeout. And back-to-back turnovers
growth
for the
in any
Suns
team that he's on.
Last one resulted in a dunk.
We're not.
And now you've got the hottest guy on the floor playing.
Minnesota has taken over this game.
To work out instead, a quick pull.
Dante DiVincenzo starting to light it up. Look at Anthony Edwards trying to lead his team.
And a little light work against
He's a young man. If the T-Wolves want to get over the hump, Ant's going to have to grow up and be a better leader. He knows that. I think he's committed to doing that. He missed the game the other night because he got ejected. All right. Can the Suns make a run here?
He's up to 5. McDaniels around the Randall screen.
Hey, McDaniels with the score. The hard way.
Alexander Walker. And a great offensive rebound by Randall. Wonderful hustle by Randall. I'll tell you what, a welcome sign for the Timberwolves to have Julius Randall back in the lineup.
Oh, work out, Nikhil.
Because of his scoring and playmaking.
Julius Randall making his first appearance in about 11 games missed, I believe. Oh, wow. Phoenix is falling apart.
I was about to say, that is the good old-fashioned.
Yeah, this team is about done. Wow. The Suns are about done. Yeah, this is not looking great.
McDaniels right in Durant's chest. Boy, that is a slick finish by KD. With Diana Taurasi is seeing her stand at the top of the key with the ball palm. She has mitts.
Edwards nails another three.
Ant-Man knocks down a huge three. Hey, Diana, if you change your mind, call me. Call me, girl. Randall with the mid-range off glass. Stops on this end of the floor to try to slow down the Timberwolves. Ant was being held. Throw it up. It's been that kind of night.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Not a word from him. He's got 37. His game is doing all the talking tonight. Reed goes tween. Cross-step clinic.
Wow.
Nas Reed. Yeah, great timeout by Chris.
This is a embarrassing loss for Phoenix that at one point in time had control of this game. This is not going to get it done.
Turnovers in the ball game for the Suns. And activating, raising up.
Bang! Oh, the Ant-Man.
And he's feeling himself right now. Well, he's having fun. Yeah.
Uh-oh. He got that look. He ain't got that bounce in his step like he did in the playoffs last year. DiVincenzo nails the three.
During a day when the Timberwolves had voluntary, quote-unquote, voluntary.
This is over. The bench players out. Let me get that.
And Dante DiVincenzo.
The Minnesota Timberwolves might have just ended the Suns' season.
They led the way.
If you love flexing your sports knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports and win some money while you're at it. That's Underdog. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog website or app. You got to pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that specific game. You get your picks right, and you can win up to 1,000 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use your boy's promo code, which is Pharaoh, your deposit will get matched up to $1,000. It's available to you in bonus cash. You can't beat that. Tap in with Underdog. My promo code is Pharaoh.